Starting your own small business? Well, I love handmade. I'm an artist and designer, and over the years I've been on many business ventures selling handmade products. Do you keep searching YouTube and watching other small businesses package up and send out order after order? Well, that could be you. Have hope and passion, and it's time to hatch a small business plan and just begin. What do you enjoy making, and what are you good at? I create a lot from air dry clay, and I did make a video on how I made my clay pins with air dry clay, and so you can go over and see that, and I did put them for sale in my shop. Something as simple as adding a backing card and putting them in a cellophane bag really gives that professional and finished look. Create something fun and that you like, and chances are others will too. Always work to your strengths. Things don't have to be fully handmade. I made these necklaces using my laser, so I'm sure you can find a way to create your own unique items. I share this video with you as encouragement. I'm no business expert, but I think you're better starting and learning along the way. So create something, and then I say just get started. Make your first batch of items, and then it's a good idea to get yourself some packaging, making your business look professional and also protecting your handmade items. I also collect the packaging from what I have delivered. It's a good way to start out. So at the beginning, I always think you don't need to have a high investment. My best way is to get started, make some items, and put them out there and see how they sell. Lots of small businesses like to add some personal touches, some little free stickers and things. It's a nice touch, but not a necessity. Instead of the air dry clay that I've created my items with here, polymer clay might be a better option as it's more durable. My newest addition to my setup is this thermal label printer. I've wanted one for a while, and I'm having great fun using this one from Munbyn. As I make lots of air dry clay tutorials, I've wanted to make an air dry clay craft kit for quite a while, and so that's what I'm going to do. These are shipping labels, but they have many other uses. And you can create so many different things on this label printer, as there's lots of different shapes and sizes of the labels available. These ones are see-through and clear, and they're really fun to put on my little boxes. I've purchased all of the items for the air dry clay kits, and I've chosen a packaging box that fits all these bits in really easily. A label printer like this is quite inexpensive, and you're able to personalise all the packaging and the products really easy in this way without having to use a printer. With colour and inks, or to outsource this to another company, you can do everything and change the design as you wish on these. I've created designs in Photoshop or Procreate, save them as a JPEG, and then you can bring that into the Munbyn software, and it really is simple and easy to use. So the great thing about thermal printers, you don't need any ink. So without investing too heavily, you can use something like a thermal printer to add your logo and personalise everything as you wish. You can purchase all kinds of accessories to go with this kind of item, just like you can buy the winder so that the labels flow off easily. I used 2 plant pots and a paintbrush. As I said, these shipping labels definitely have lots of different purposes, and they are going to be my box label for my craft kits. I quickly designed this in Procreate, saved it as a JPEG, and then you can import it in. As you can see, there are different speeds and different densities, but I found they all print out pretty much the same. I might be wrong. And there's my box label. I'm just running a batch of 10 of these as little prototypes to sell at our local craft fair this weekend. And the bit that people don't tend to show you, all the bits that go wrong. To begin with, it wasn't feeding properly, but I got there in the end, a little bit of perseverance, and I managed to get the labels to print exactly as I would like them to. I fed them one by one, and then it seemed to work fine after that. Just be prepared to begin with to do a bit of trial and error and see how it works out for you. And that goes for every stage of your business. Try something, see how it works, and then make changes. My main top tip in business is to do everything with passion, quality, and consistency. Be open to change and move with the trends. And as quick and easily as that, I was able to brand these as part of my business. When I first of all started out, I sold my art and designs to local shops. I then moved online and actually sold through eBay to begin with. I had my own website which I was struggling to get too much traffic to, so then I opened an Etsy store and started selling some items through Etsy. There are now many more alternatives to Etsy and I'd be keen to explore those. If you already have a captive audience, then having your own website is definitely something you want to have. But sometimes platforms like Etsy just let you reach that little bit further. Hopefully you can see here how this little thermal printer has helped me bring these little kits and all this part of my business to life. I really love how these look, and quickly and easily I've been able to create some packaging at a very little cost. If you like crafting and you don't necessarily want to sell the items that you make, how about thinking of something like this and making up a craft kit for different markets and events? I love creating things like this, and I can make 10 or I could make say 500 and see how they go. These I'm going to sell at a craft fair, but then the other thing I need to bear in mind is the weight of these and how well they post. Would I add another box around them, or would I put the box into a bubble wrap bag? All these things just bear in mind and add the costs up, add in your time, and then come up with a final price of the product. I have a 3D printer, so I'm able to design and print my own clay cutters. And these are something else that I can sell separately in my shop. I have a few more items to add in here. I'm pretty pleased with it, and I'll see how it goes with my batch of 10 at the fair this weekend. To me, it was really important to be able to include plenty of clay into the air dry clay kit, so I've added a 1 kilogram block into this kit. Hopefully this video is just giving you some inspiration to simply just get started, get on that journey and start and see what happens. The shipping labels I will of course use as shipping labels too. And I have plenty of friends with small businesses, so I've made a start and I'm printing them out as some labels that I'm hoping they'll enjoy using. That could be a business in itself, creating lots of labels. I created an instruction label for inside the box and my QR code for at the event. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next creative video. Bye for now.